Do we still value our environment? Do we still take care of what's given to us? Or do we completely forget about taking care of our nature? Those are the questions that I want to ask people around. How about you? How can you answer that question? Good day to all. My name is Christian Kenneth Budoy, and today I'm going to have a speech about raising awareness on environmental issues in the Philippines. But first, before we start, let us answer the question, what is an environmental issue? An environmental issue is defined as problems with the planet's system that have developed as a result of human interference or mistreatment of the planet. The Philippines is prone to natural disasters, particularly typhoons, flood, landslides, volcanic eruptions, earthquakes, and tsunamis. The Philippines is also located at the Pacific Ring of Fire, where the oceanic plate of the Philippines and several smaller microplates are subducting along Philippine Trench to the east of Luzon and Sulu and other several smaller trenches to the west. The Philippines also suffers major human-caused environmental degradation aggravated by high annual population growth rate, including loss of agricultural lands, deforestation, soil erosion, air pollution, water pollution, improper disposal of wastes, loss of coral reefs, abuse of coastal resources, and overfishing. Recent scientific studies reveal that human activities have contributed significantly to the increase of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere that causes climate change. Philippines is also known as also a hotspot for climate change disasters, particularly the risk for agriculture and food security due to extreme El Nino and several tropical cyclones. Like what I mentioned earlier, these environmental problems or issues are caused by natural disasters. But did you know that we people are also the cause why these things are happening? You know that there are also man-made causes why Philippines is suffering from environmental issues. Here are some examples of the causes of environmental issues. First and very common issue is littering. We all know that trash can and trash bin are present everywhere we go. We can see it on the sidewalks, or maybe in malls, in parks. We can see trash cans everywhere. But this simple rule that of throwing trash are sometimes being neglected by the Filipinos. And because of that small problem, it causes big problems. For an example, is where when the canals or the sewages are being clogged by the trash, just by simply not throwing your trash properly, it can cause the sewage or the canals to be clogged. And when there's a storm come or when there's rain, it will cause flood. It will cause great flood. Another example is deforestation, where people cut trees and don't plant for backup. So they just cut trees and they just let it be. They don't plant any trees anymore. And because of that, it can also cause a great flood when there's rain, because the trees are dead. There's not it cannot suck the water. That's why it will increase the flood, or possibly there would be landslides. Third is burning garbages. So to be specific, burning plastics or other materials can cause harm to our environment. And last is mining. We all know that getting resources is one of an important factor in our country, because we are rich in our resources. But there's also a disadvantage in mining. once people mine on, let's say, mountains or in caves, it can really damage the terrain or the place, because they're making holes, they're digging holes inside. So once there's a rain, or let's say earthquake or something, it that mountain or that cave might have landslide, or might break into pieces, because they made the hole. That's why it can also cause um, issues in our environment. So, as a student, how can we help and participate in this kind of problem or issue? Well, the only solution that we can do, I know this is very common, and it's by doing the 3 R's, which is reuse, reduce, and recycle. I know that each and every one of us knows this 3 R's, and it's been taught to us ever since we were elementary and we were kids. So yeah, let us reuse, reduce, and recycle. Let us know which is non-biodegradable and biodegradable. We should throw our trashes properly on the trash bin. And it's really simple. I know that everyone can do it, and I really believe that it really starts in you. Once you practice these things, you can influence others, and as well your society, and up until it comes to the country and to other people. So here's our takeaway for this speech. Let us be resourceful, let us be wise, and don't forget the 3 R's: to reuse, reduce, and recycle. And those are the basic ways on how we can help our environment and as well as our country. So that's all for today. I hope that you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching, and God bless all.